Hi, good people. Welcome once again to another edition of our Money Motivation. My name is Novelin Chirabo, and I'm here to inspire you, motivate you, and energize you so you can lift your fullest potential. Today, we're going to talk about how to bring your best self to work. It's interesting. The fact that you show up at work, it doesn't mean you have brought your best self. We all know those moments, those instances where you know that you are at your best, where you know you're operating at your highest potential, at your highest energy level. You're loving the moment, you are excited, you want to be there, you are thrilled to be in that moment. But you also know moments where we wake up and go like, oh yeah, it's Monday again. You literally drag your feet out of your bed, out of your house, into the office, simply because your job description says you have to show up and be there. So how do we transition from that space where you literally have to drag yourself to work because you need to pay your bills, so you need the paycheck, to a place where you are thrilled and excited to show up? Every employer would love to have a team that is excited to be at work, that is excited to be there, that is bringing their best self to work. So for you as an employee, for you as a team member, it is important for you that you purpose, you become intentional about showing up every day at your workplace in the best version of yourself. So how do you bring your best self to work? 4 things that you can do to begin bringing your best self to work. And you know what? When you begin to show up in your best way, you're going to increase your productivity, you're going to increase favor with your team members, but also you set yourself up for promotion and growth, because every team leader, every employer wants to have that team member that is so thrilled about the things they're doing, that is so authentic in how they're showing up, so they can actually take the lead for other people. So 4 things you can do to bring your best self to work. The first thing is self-awareness. You cannot bring your best self to work if you don't know who you are. What do I mean? In talking about self-awareness, I'm talking about being aware of your strength, being aware of your superpowers, being aware of the value that you bring to your team, the value that you bring to your workplace. Are you aware how your strength complements other people? Are you aware what gaps you're helping fill within the team? The more you become aware of your strength, the more you become aware of your value, the more you become aware of your superpower, the more thrilled you're going to be able to show up in your best self at work. Because when you walk into your workspace, when you walk into a place, you know that you're bringing value, you know that you're bringing strength. You are not just showing up anymore. You are showing up to solve problems. You are showing up to complement other people's strength, so we can actually do better, be more productive, and achieve much more. So the first step is being self-aware. The second thing about bringing your best self to work is your attitude. There's so much power in attitude, and it all begins with our thought process. It all begins with our self-talk, what we tell ourselves. What are you saying about your workplace? What are you saying internally about your colleagues? Because if I wake up and tell myself I work with the most lousy team, I'm going to show up with very low energy. If I tell myself I'm working with the most toxic team, I'm going to show up very guarded, because anything they say is bound to be personal, because I think they're getting at me. Even when they make a light joke, instead of letting it pass, I'm going to take it personal. But it has nothing to do with the moment. It has everything with the attitude that I develop. So what are you saying about your workplace? Because whatever you're saying is either generating positive or negative energy. So by changing your thought process, by changing your self-talk about your work, about your colleagues, about your work environment, you can begin to generate positive energy by saying positive things about your workplace, positive things about your colleagues. Trust me, you're going to show up at work very excited. Why? Because you're thinking positive about your work, about the people you're working with, and about the mission that you want to achieve. So I think the second thing in showing up your best way is in your attitude. The third thing about bringing your best self to work is application. Oftentimes, when we feel a disconnect between the work we do in our work environment, for most of us, we're spending 40 hours a week at work, minimum. But if there's a disconnect between what we're doing in our career, in what we're doing in a work environment, and the rest of our lives, we're going to feel like we're dragging ourselves through those 8 hours, 5 days a week, just so we can finish and then go live our lives. For you to begin to show up and the best version at work, you need to find a connection between the things you love and care about and your work. Being able to transfer the lessons you're learning, the applications, the principles from your work environment into your family life, into your friend zone, into maybe your ministry zone, the things that you love and care about. Being able to see the connection is going to demystify this wall of division where you feel like I must step into this box 5 days a week from 9 to 5, and then after that I can breathe and live. Bring yourself into your workplace, by finding the connection, meaning, purpose between the things you do at work and the other things that you genuinely care about as a person. In so doing, you realize that you're going to be so thrilled about work because it won't feel like work anymore. You're going to be excited. You're going to be interested in showing up and being there because it's no longer the box you fit in. It's just a part of your big, beautiful life. The last thing about bringing your best self to work is appreciation. When I talk about appreciation, there is power in being able to appreciate the journey, to appreciate the process. Maybe the reason why you feel so derailed, why you feel so de-energized is because you feel like you're tired of this phase of your life. You're tired of the job. Maybe you're anticipating something bigger, something better that has not yet come up. When you stop and begin to appreciate where you are and realize that what you're going through right now is part of the preparation for your next level, you begin to appreciate the process. So where you are is not an end in itself, but you are there for a reason. The question is, have you learned everything you need to learn from your current job? Are you making the most of every network and connection and relationship that you have in your current job? Because everything counts, everything matters. Everything you're gathering in your current environment, in your current job position, is preparing you for your next level. And it will be sad for you to look back and say, I should have leveraged that relationship. I should have paid more attention to that feedback, because sometimes we lose the moment because we are in the future. We are anticipating what is coming, that we lose focus of what is happening right now. Appreciate the process. Appreciate where you are, even as you recognize the fact that yes, you are destined for greater things. You're destined for a greater job. You're destined for greater opportunities that are going to come your way. The right doors are going to open. And the question is, are you going to be ready? Will you have learned everything you needed to learn from your current job? So appreciate the process. That alone is going to shift your mindset. It's going to shift your energy for you to show up knowing, I am a student of life. I am being trained in this moment. I am being conditioned. I am being prepared for my next level. That changes the energy from I'm coming to just do a job. Because then you realize that this is not a job. It's a training ground, so you pay attention. You become more excited about the experiences because you know everything you're learning and experiencing is going to be valuable for your next level. So 4 things that we can do to bring our best self to work. Number 1 is become self-aware about our strengths, our superpowers, and the value that we bring into the workplace. The second thing is to work on our attitude. Let's think positive thoughts about our work environment, our colleagues, the mission, and the work that we're doing. Number 3 is let's find a connection, application between our work environment and the things that we deeply care about, our passion, our mission, and our other commitments, so that it no longer feels like a box we fit in and then get out and breathe, but it becomes a part of the life that we desire to live. And then number 4 is for us to appreciate the fact that where you are is a journey and it's preparing you for your next level, for your next assignment. My name is Noel Inchirabo. Have a blessed day and a blessed week. Let's keep the conversations going online. God richly bless you.